And make sure that Marion cuts a check for that, that deal that we discussed. And call Dave Hemphill.
What do you want me to say to Dave Hemphill?
Oh, right. Tell him that we're going to send a courier to pick up those documents.
Courier. Okay, got it. Is there something else?
I want to wrap my arms around you.
Sorry, that's not in the job description.
Oh, no, come on. I can't think about anything else today. Except maybe grabbing you and kissing you.
Well, in that case, Mr. Spaulding, maybe we better go into your office and get some of that.
Oh, I love a girl who knows how to solve a problem.
Enjoy it while you can. It's not going to last much longer.
Hey, who the hell are you, and what are you doing in confidential records?
Your hands off me!
Oh, security! Is anybody on the floor up here? Somebody call security. Lucy, get on the phone. Get security up here right away.
I'm sorry.
Look, I just caught this woman rummaging through private and confidential files.
I've offended Miss Spaulding. I apologize. I'm very sorry, Lucy. I don't know what came over me. I must have been reminded of something.
It's okay. Listen, I understand.
Well, what? You two
Spaulding, please.
women know each other?
And Alex, allow me to introduce Marion Crane. She's with our accounting department.
Oh. Well, you do seem vaguely familiar. Have we met?
You may have seen me when I applied for the job.
Before I left for Paris? It's possible. It's distinctly possible.
Mother, I think that you owe Marion an apology.
No, it was my fault, really. I'm very sorry.
Well, I overreacted, and please forgive me.
No harm done.
Okay, kids. Floor show's over.
Alan Michael, in
work
your
now.
office, please. Seems like buying satellites more complicated project.
Your mother certainly knows how to make an entrance, doesn't she?
Well, let's just say that we always know when she's around.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom and powder up. Wanna come splash some water on your face?
Good idea.
Well, I need to find your father.
Well, you're asking the wrong guy.
Alan Michael, I realize you're not looking forward to seeing Alan again, but we are going to need his proxy for the satellite vote.
Well, I really can't help you. Nobody's heard from him since he left town.
Not even his service? Oh, good heavens, he can't be dead.
Well, if he is, then he's shaking hands with Brent Lawrence in hell.
Hey, is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine.
No, you're not. You're upset because Miss Spaulding yelled at you.
When people make accusations, when they talk about you without really knowing you, it's degrading.
Well, at least she apologized.
That's not enough, Lucy. False accusations have consequences. They have terrible, lasting consequences.
Marion, you can't take this personally. Alexandra yells at everybody.
And people just take it.
Well, she used to own the company.
That's no excuse, Lucy.
No, but what I mean is that she's been through an awful lot, and that the people have turned on her, and even her brother, who she thinks the world of, the cop. So, the company's really all she's got. Hey, when I see her, I see a very lonely woman.
I know what it's like to be lonely.
Well, good news is you're not anymore. I mean, you've got all of us. Al Michael thinks you're great, thinks you're a great worker, and Susan likes you, and, well, I think of you as a friend.
I've almost forgotten what it's like to be close to someone.
Well, you can count on me.
I think that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me.
It couldn't be.
No, I think it is, Lucy. You're a very special girl. You really have no idea what kind of effect you have on the people around you.
Oh, yeah, that's me, Miss Congeniality.
No, really, Lucy. My life changed the minute you walked into it. You have no idea. And I will never forget.
Marion. Oh, don't jump, please. I don't always attack the Lord. Word around the water cooler is that you're doing a wonderful job.
I enjoy my work.
Well, we like to hear that. We certainly do. It's not fun, why do it, right? In that event, there is some special accounting things I'd like to go over with you, and I was thinking perhaps we could have dinner tonight.
Well, if you think we can get the work done.
Oh, dear. I work at the club all the time. Have you been to Lakeland?
Well, no, I haven't.
Well, high time you were then. You'll be my guest, shall we say 7:30?
That's fine. Okay, thank you for asking.
Good. You'd be surprised how productive we'll be. Marion, I really don't attack employees, at least not on the first day, anyway.
These things happen.
Yeah, but I would like you to understand my reaction to your being in the files. I mean, this satellite negotiation is very delicate. We can't have any leaks.
I understand. I know that security has become Mr. Spaulding's top priority now.
Yes, I'm not surprised. Speaking of which, this new woman, Susan, she seems to have come out of nowhere, but has, well, unlimited access.
She seems to be a role model. A top employee. She's first one here in the morning, last one to leave at night. She's a real role model.
Mm-hmm. Oh, isn't that interesting?
Let's see.
So when do you think you'll be needing this?
Sometime later today.
Okay, I'll have to shuffle some things around. Actually, I can't stay late today for once. I actually have plans.
Really? You going out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the country club with Nick.
Oh, good. Well, maybe Lucy and I will see you there later.
Okay, great. Bye.
Great.
Okay.
See ya. Sounds good. What is it with you today? Every time I come near you, you're pushing me into file cabinets, you're getting me on my own desk, you're
Is it
stopping.
terrible?
No.
Oh.
Actually, it's really quite wonderful. Except that it's making it very difficult for an executive assistant not to think about her boss all the time.
Oh, really? Is that why you have, all these?
Hey,
This is sweet. I remember this day. You were so goofy in the boarding house, just pointing the pictures. Oh, don't take any pictures of me. Really.
Forget that. Stop. Aren't you going to be late for your 4:15 meeting?
No, I canceled it.
You did what?
I canceled it.
Why?
I can't think about any of that today.
What is it?
Oh, I've been trying to find the right time, the right place, and right moment. But it can wait. It can wait till tonight. This can't.
But did you give any more thought to...
Your second question. Yes, I did. I can't think of anything else, in fact.
Any chance you might do it?
Well, it's hard, Nick, you know. Part of me says, yes, of course I'll do it. Of course I'll be the focus of your articles. But, you know, I still feel positive about my life, and why shouldn't I share that with people?
You're getting my hopes up.
But then there's another part of me that says...
You want your privacy.
Well, not my privacy exactly. My dignity. You know, I've seen these things turn into... Well, like, they turn people into a poster child, you know? Like this pathetic little person who has this pathetic little disease, and they give you a little pat in the head, and then the next day, nothing changes.
You know, it doesn't have to be like that.
Nothing ever comes of it, Nick.
Personally, I don't believe that, okay? I mean, sure, people don't change overnight, but that's why you got to keep at them, you know? You got to keep in their face with the stuff that really matters.
You really believe that, don't you?
From my experience as a reporter, you're damn right I do.
Okay, I'll do it. But not just for the reasons you just mentioned. There's another reason.
And what is this other reason?
Well, you're the investigative reporter. You figure it out.
This is really great. Thank you. Listen, I want to go run and tell my editor about this. I'll see you later on, okay?
8 o'clock, right?
And one more thing. I really do admire you, too.
2. I wonder what the rest of it is.
Now, if you just lock up early, I'll be able to take you to the country club. Dinner.
It's a deal. I like it.
By the way, what's today?
21st. Why?
No reason. I just want to remember it. You know, perfect day could turn into a perfect night. Do you lambada, cha-cha, salsa, anything like that?
Can I teach you?
Yeah, I'm glad to.
Well, have you decided what you'd like to order?
You know, everything looks so good I can't decide.
It is, believe me. I think we should have dinner first and then get down to business. What do you say?
Good.
Oh, dear, look who's here.
Mom?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Hi, darling.
Mother, what are you doing here?
Well, I was about to order the orange roughies. some
You're
brown
following
rice. Darling, along with getting better looking every day, you're getting more paranoid. Marion and I are here on a business dinner for Spaulding.
Oh, what a coincidence. The same night that I told you that Susan and I were going to be here.
Come on, Nick, this is ridiculous. I'm a member of long standing in this club. I have every right to be here. Now go on, entertain your friend. Enjoy. Have a good time.
Don't worry about it, I will. Lucy,
How are you?
Here for the surprise.
Yeah, well, he's full of surprises today.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
Where's your date?
Actually, my lovely date happens to be
Nice.
right here.
Hi, guys.
Evening.
How are you?
Oh,
Dress up nice.
Great.
Thank you. So do you.
Why'd you come join us for dinner?
Okay, that's good.
No.
You know,
Maybe
no,
you wanna be
we
alone.
don't want to interrupt
come
or
on,
anything.
come on, let's
Okay.
go. Let's sit down. This looks great.
Yeah, table for 4.
It must be so nice to have a son who's so handsome and so loyal.
Well, handsome, I'll grant you. Loyal is not his strong suit. He does seem to enjoy that Susan person's company, doesn't he?
Yes. Actually, I observed them after you left the office today.
She did.
Apparently, he asked her if he could do a series of articles on her illness.
Ah, well, that should be very interesting, shouldn't it?
Listen, why don't we hit the dance floor and leave these two alone for a little bit, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse us.
You upset?
What makes you think that?
Well, I don't know. You're, brooding. Seems like something's kicking you in the brain and you can't quite get it out.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, you'd be brooding, too, if your entire life was hanging in the balance of a single word.
What word?
No.
Yeah, right. Nobody ever says no to you, though. I mean, I wouldn't say no to you. How could I? I love you.
No matter what I would ask you, I mean, no matter what question.
No? Go ahead. Ask.
Will you marry me?
Was it something we said?
No. We'll be right back. Guys, enjoy yourselves. Belonged to my great-grandmother, Bert.
That is so beautiful.
Well, it's only as beautiful as the woman it was meant for.
You want me to have this?
Yep, only you. Say you'll marry me, Lucy. Say you'll marry me and you make me the happiest man alive.
You really want to marry me?
Yeah, more than you know. Just name the time and the place and I'll be there.
You planned this whole thing, didn't you? This was all meant to be a surprise.
yeah, you know, I stood in front of the mirror for a few hours last night. Figured I'd either elope with myself or it's gonna be you. But the clincher was getting my grandmother's ring. I said, come on, do or die time. What do you say?
I'm blown away.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe this. This is a dream come true. You have no idea how many times I imagined hearing those words.
Mm-hmm. So, that means you'll marry me, right?
I want to. I want to marry you more than anybody in the entire world.
But
But I haven't taken that HIV test.
no test result is gonna change the way I feel about you.
Oh, you may say
You really think it's gonna make a difference?
it's got to.
Well, don't worry about it, because whatever it is, we'll face it together. You and me. Today, tomorrow, forever.
Till death do us part.
Okay, so...
Well, I better get back to business.
Yeah, you probably should.
And poor Marion, I'm trying to take her under my wing, show her a good time, but she's so nervous. She's so nervous she's dull, and she's as dull as she is homely.
Nice remark, Mother.
Well, why? It's the truth. Look at her. She just stands there staring.
Well, come on. The ring's in your court.
I don't know what to say.
That's easy.
Say yes.
It would be so easy for me to say yes right now.
Say it.
I can't.
Lucy, Lucy, don't let your head screw this up, okay? Come on, go with your heart.
It's not that easy, and you know it. Just
Nope. I'm not giving up
give
until you say
me
yes.
a little bit of time to think about it.
I'm not giving up until you
Please
say yes.
don't make this harder than it already is.
Well, I can't. Sorry. Because I want you. And nothing and nobody is going to change that. Well, I did it.
Did what?
Oh, learned how to foxtrot. It's pretty nifty, huh?
I wouldn't know. I only go back as far as the cha-cha.
Hey, what's wrong?
Hi.
Hi. What's up?
Alan Michael asked me to marry him.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Congratulations. That's great.
Thanks.
Oh, he is wonderful, and he is the catch of the century.
I know. I know, he's the best. I don't even know what I did to deserve him. I mean, he's sweet, he's funny, he's smart, he's even a great kisser.
Well, you deserve somebody terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's practically saved my life.
Really?
You know, after that creep Brent Lawrence raped me, and I was falling apart, he was the one that put me back together again.
Well, I'm telling you, with all the creeps and jerks out there, guys like that are one in a zillion these days.
I know. And he wants to marry me.
When's the wedding?
I have to say yes first.
You put him off? How come?
What do you think? I just don't feel like I could say yes until after the HIV test.
Lucy, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean? How can you say that?
I'm the expert, remember? And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you can't spend the rest of your life waiting to die. The past is the past, and the future may never come, Lucy. You've got to live for the here and now.
So you think that I should say yes even before I get tested?
Well, that's not for me to say. Just remember, love is like good health. It's a very dangerous thing to take for granted.
Hi. You girls mind if I join in?
Alan Michael, have you told any of the other board members about the satellite purchase? I mean, not that we can move yet, but it would be nice
And
to
Alex,
know.
can you think about anything but Spaulding Enterprises for 5 minutes? You know, there's more to life, a lot more.
Of course, you're right. I should be more like my son, shouldn't I? He's using his talents to make things better, to help people make a difference.
All right, look, don't bring me into this conversation,
No,
okay?
Darling, I know about your articles you're writing about Sue. And I think it's wonderful you're taking an interest in the girl. Wish someone would take an interest in poor Marion. Well, she must have gone in the ladies' room to freshen up. Not that it'll do the poor darling much good.
Ouch.
What do you say about people that you don't like?
Well, excuse me for speaking the truth. Might as well join the girls. You two grumpy gusses can just keep each other company.
So you popped the question?
Yep.
Did Lucy shoot you down?
No, no. She just said that she wanted to think about her answer.
Oh, I hate when they do that.
Yeah, you and me both.
Women always claim that we're the ones that have a problem with commitment. Give me a break.
You know, Nick, I never thought that I could love anybody like this ever again.
You know, it wasn't too long ago when I wouldn't have believed you on a bet.
Yeah, what about now?
You're all right. First of all,
Thanks.
at least you'll know that, too.
Yeah, well, it's not me. It's her. Brent's dead, but she still thinks that he can hurt her.
Lucy, you're so pretty you don't even need makeup.
Thanks. Oh, you know what? You have a little smudge right.
Sorry, I can do it. Thank you.
Sorry. I was just trying to help.
I have sensitive skin.
Oh, I know exactly how you feel. Every time somebody does that to me, it always reminds me when I was little. My mom would spit on a hanky and then rub me raw to get smudges off. Oh, it's so gross. I hated that.
I won't do it again, I promise.
Hey, do you think I should get a makeover?
Hey, yeah, that's a great idea. Why don't we all go? We can all go one day.
Me? No, thank you. I tried that once. I'm afraid this is as good as it gets.
Oh, Marion, dear, there you are. I won't be a moment. Why don't you go ahead and order our coffee?
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'm Miss Bobbin.
Hi. Oh, with Susan, your hair.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
Well, there's a little piece falling down the back.
Oh, here, I got it.
Oh, Lucy, no, you run along. Ellen and I can look so lonely out there without you. I'll take care of Susan. Sit down, dear. Marion, dear, it's later than I thought. Why don't we save coffee and dessert for another time? All right? Garçon, check, please.
Hey.
Hi. Look, I hate to break up the party, but I think it's time that I went home now.
Are you okay?
I'm just tired, not sick.
Okay, well, then let's go.
No, that's okay. I'll be fine. I'll just take a cab home.
Take a cab. Like hell you will.
Look, I said I would be fine by myself. I hate to think that I've spoiled your evening.
No, you haven't. What do you... All right, I'll call you.
Sure. Whatever. Good night.
Hi, Susan. Well, good night. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow. Work? Okay. Thank you for a lovely...
Oh, good. Well, next time you and I maybe will double date.
Thank you. All right.
Is that Susan leaving? I hope she's all right.
Yeah, Susan is fine.
Yeah, it's just time for her to go, that's all.
Good, then. Everything's all right.
All right, we're gonna see how much little Miss Lucy really loves her man after he falls right flat on his face, and how much he loves her when he finds out it's her fault. But since Brent and Alan Spaulding aren't here anymore to help, looks like Marion's gonna have to step in.
Well, I am sorry Susan had to run on because I would like to get to know her better.
Well, maybe you will.
Yeah, she's become a very good friend.
Yeah, to all of us.
Good. Well, it's getting rather late. I think you and I should leave these two lovebirds alone. Why don't you drop by the house to have a nightcap with me? We haven't done that in a long time.
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. Give us a chance to catch up. Night, everybody.
Night, Alex. Well, Nick seemed really bummed about Susan leaving. He likes her a lot.
Yeah, me too. She gives good advice.
Really? About what?
I told her about your proposal.
Uh-huh. And?
And she thinks that I should live more in the present and not worry so much about what may or may not happen in the future.
So does that translate into yes, you'll marry me? Open sesame. It was good. deepest, darkest secrets of all the Spaulding employees I could ever want. Carrie, Charles, Claiborne, Cooper. Lucy Cooper. The lying little slut that ruined my life. Administrative assistant. Very impressive.
I love you so much. And I want to say yes so badly.
Well, then say it then, okay? Say you'll marry me. Lucy, come on. You're making me crazy. Say yes, or I will, or okay even. Come on. Lucy, please. Say you'll marry me and you will make me the happiest that I've ever been in my whole life.
I can't marry you. I just can't.
Okay. I know what this is about, right? You're worried that if you have the HIV virus, that you're afraid I'm going to be at risk, right? Well, we talked about that already.
I know, but I can't be responsible for your life.
You're not. I am. I love you. And it doesn't matter to me the risks as long as I can be married to you.
Yeah, but if I test positive, this is going to be a marriage in sickness, not in health. And for worse, not for better. I can't do that to you.
Yeah, sure. Who cares how I feel, right?
Michael, please.
Look, you're making a
don't
decision
do
for
that.
both of us here.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
just
Okay,
trying...
you think that I don't know what I'm getting into.
I don't know. How can you?
I know what I want, Lucy, and that happens to be you. And I am sick and tired of the worst-case scenario all the time. You know, the chances are just as great that you'll test negative, but you never seem to talk about that.
What if we... Wait.
No ifs, no buts. Don't you understand? We can make a great life together, no matter what happens.
I'm just afraid.
Well, so you're gonna throw everything that we have away?
No, I don't want to. Listen, I know I'm being completely irrational about my feelings, but deep down inside my heart, I know that if I hurt you...
Well, what do you think
I
you're doing
can't-
now, Lucy? Huh? You still don't trust me. I want to be with you forever, no matter what. Can't you see, I'm trying to hold you here, and you're pushing me away. See, we've been through hell together, and I'm still here. I mean, what more can I say or do to convince you that I love you? That this damn test doesn't matter to me?
I don't want you to convince me. That's it. Oh, Michael, this is about me.
Oh, Lucy, you know, you should... Forget it. Just, fine. I should have never proposed. I should have never proposed. This whole evening just happened. Come on, I'll take you home.
Never mind. I'll leave when I'm ready. Go ahead.
Hon, whatever you say.
Another highway. You go to a whole new direction just for the hell of it. Wait a second. Yeah, oh, hi. Come on in. It's open. Come on in. Have a cup of coffee.
No, thanks. I'm wired enough.
Hey, where's Lucy?
I left her at the country club.
I thought you two were supposed to have dinner tonight.
Yeah.
He walked out and left my daughter.
Yeah, we had a fight.
About what?
Well, I don't know, you know? I know, I mean, I just don't understand why she still feels the same way she does. Damn it, she's making me nuts.
Been there. Nadine, I want to talk to Alan Michael for a few minutes, you know? So can you read your cards and ask it about this and, you know, give us a little privacy?
Buzz, why don't you just ask me to butt out?
No, I'll butt out. What'd you do to my daughter?
Oh, something pretty horrible, I guess.
I asked you to marry me.
Good evening, Miss Cooper.
Hi, Mr. McAndrews. Is Mr. Spaulding here I was looking for?
Oh, no, not a soul.
Oh. Sometimes he comes to work when he's wound up. I was hoping he'd be here.
I did notice a cigar smell in here just before you arrived.
Oh, that's the guy who polishes the floor. He's always smoking.
Right. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you, too. Like that, all right? What are you doing here? Marion, you look so...
So what?
Upset, I guess.
Well, I'm fine now that you're here.
What are you doing here?
I told you I've been having some trouble with insomnia, so I came to catch up on some of my work.
But you hid from the security guard.
I panicked. I heard the elevator and I panicked. I couldn't even breathe.
But it's only McAllister.
It was a man, and I was alone. Surely you, of all people, would understand that.
I do. I do. I'm sorry. I'm still afraid to be alone, too. It's just that you can't think that every single man is going to be as sick and twisted as the man who attacked you, or the one who attacked me.
Sick and twisted. Yes. We mustn't think of them all that way. But look at you, Lucy. When I saw you at the country club tonight, you looked so happy and so up, and now you look different. Somehow I'm right, aren't I? Something happened.
Nothing
Lucy,
really.
Please. I'd like to think in the last few weeks you and I have become close. You can confide in me.
Well, it's how Michael and I, we just had a little fight, that's all.
You had a fight? I can't imagine that. The two of you seem like you're made for each other.
He asked me to marry him.
He asked you to marry him? At the country club? Tonight? That's amazing.
I guess it should be, but it wasn't. It was awful because I wanted to say yes to him, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't say it.
I want you to sit down right here and you tell me everything. Tell me all about it, okay?
And then he was so hurt. He just wouldn't understand anything that I had to say.
Lucy, let me help you. All right, dear? I want you to take your time. Don't leave out a thing, okay? And by morning light, we will have all of this straightened out.
Thanks. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I said, she said. I got louder, she got more upset, I got angrier.
Did you say why?
Yeah, she said she couldn't help it. I told her it wasn't fair of her to decide this for both of us.
Right on. What'd you say to that?
Well, she says she can't help it, you know? I mean, I know that she loves me as much as I love her.
Oh, maybe more.
So how the hell do I convince her that I will stand by her no matter what the results of this stupid test are?
So, after he left, I just kept thinking about all the times that he stood behind me before. And then after Brent raped me, things were pretty terrible, and he still stood by me. I mean, he never failed me, not once.
He is quite a guy, all right.
Yeah, maybe he's right, too. Maybe it's me. Maybe I am too self-centered.
So you came here to find him and say yes?
Well, I just thought that maybe we could still talk about it some more.
Well, I think maybe it's best that he wasn't here, Lucy.
But I want to say I'm sorry. I really hurt him.
Lucy, you may not want to hear this, but I think you were right to say what you said to him. I know that if I hurt someone I loved so much, I couldn't live with myself.
That's exactly what I told him tonight.
And that was very brave of you. Lucy, God forbid that you have this awful thing. But I agree with you. How can you ask someone that you love so much to bear that kind of burden? It's not fair. Isn't it better to spare Alan Michael that agony that you're going through? Isn't that what love really is all about? Sacrifice.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is best that I didn't get to talk to him.
Well, it's just my opinion, but I think Alan Michael's the kind of man who will sacrifice anything in the name of love. I think he's actually too good for his own good. And you're absolutely right not to want to hurt him.
You know, Mary and I have a lot of good friends, but none of them are quite as honest as you are. So, thanks.
My pleasure.
Basically, there are two things you cannot do with my daughter. Tell her what to do and tell her what to feel. She's independent.
Yeah, I wonder where she gets that from.
You want my advice? Here it is. Let it be.
For how long?
A while. You know, I don't think I've won one straight-up argument with that girl as long as she's been alive. She did. But she has a darndest way if you just leave her alone to come around to your way of thinking, you see. It's provided you're right, and you're right. So give her a couple of days, and maybe she'll agree.
Thanks, wise one.
It's okay, grasshopper.
Let me know if you hear anything, okay?
You got it.
Night, Nadine.
Nadine? Let's get you home and put it to bed. Nadine? Danny? You're as white as flour. What is it?
Oh, my God. It's really happened.
What?
I've read about it before, but it's never really happened to me. A psychic vision. And I saw it as clearly as I can see you now.
Telling you to leave Springfield.
Telling me that somebody's gonna die.
Excuse me. Is there a problem?
No, Marion, there's no problem.
Just, Susan, we need to get these figures squared away for my Aunt Alex's satellite deal. So if you don't mind...
No, not at all.
I'll just be a couple of seconds, and we can all get back to work.
I'll be fine.
Can we please talk about this calmly?
I've been nothing but calm.
No, you've been nothing but cold from the second I walked in here. And I don't have any idea why.
Look, you are going to get your articles. You can just drop this Mr. Nice Guy routine, okay? You don't have to date me.
Whoa! Whoa, wait a minute. Where did that come from?
I'm not some naive bimbo, you know.
That's not news to me, Susan.
I know what reporters do.
What, we dig, we write, we
You
edit?
suck up to your subjects because you think that's the way to get the story. Well, that's not necessary here, so just cut it out.
I didn't think it was.
Look, I'm putting it on the record, Nick.
You're off the hook, okay? You will get your damn Pulitzer, and you won't have to squire me around the country club to do it, okay?
No, it's not okay. The way I see it, we were dating before the article. Look, if you don't want to do the article, just say it, okay? I'll
No,
dump
I
it.
want to do the article. The article's important to me.
And you're important to me.
Oh, you have got those lines down pat, don't you? You are very smooth.
Wait a minute. Look, hey, maybe we can, go away for a minute, okay? Go sit down, have a cup of coffee, and try and hash this thing out.
Look, from now on, the only way I talk to you is subject to reporter, and that's it.
What was this all about?
Obviously, I upset her. And all I said was that I cared about her.
You guys never give up, do you?
Men,
Do you know what is going on around here?
I don't have a clue. But I'm sure as hell gonna find out.
Hey, you all right?
No,
Listen, I know what's going on.
I hope not. I'm praying that you never know.
Oh, I do. I'm scared just like you. That's why I said no to Alan Michael.
You said what? Are you crazy? Why?
Well, you know why.
No, I don't.
Yeah, the same reason why you said no to Nick. I mean, you don't want to endanger him, right?
Wait a minute. I never have been, and I never will be, a danger to Nick. First of all, we haven't gone beyond eating dinner together, and second of all, if we did, I happen to be an expert on safe sex, you know. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Well, then why are you two fighting?
Let's just not talk about me for a minute. I know what I'm doing, okay? What about you? Do you know?
Yes, I'm doing the only thing that I can do.
No, you could say yes to him. You could marry him. You could live happily ever after, Lucy.
How? How can I do that? How can I with that burden hanging over my head? And even if I don't put him at risk, it's just not fair.
No, that is total bull.
Well, Marion thinks that I'm right.
Well, Marion might be a very nice lady, but she doesn't know what she's talking about in this case. Trust me.
She's only trying to be supportive.
Of what?
Of me.
You haven't even taken the test yet. You don't know if you have it. The chances are just as good that you don't. If I were you, I would go out and grab that man and take him to the altar and marry him faster than you can say, I do.
Yeah, well, you're not grabbing Nick. You're turning him down.
Alan Michael is a prince. Nick is a jerk.
Gosh, he's not. He's been great to you.
He's been using me to get a story.
Nick? No, he hasn't.
It's true. His own mother told me.
So all of this is happening because of Alexandra Spaulding.
Last night at the country club, she made me face up to some hard truths.
Alex is
Nick's mother.
No.
I know. And she worries about
you
him.
can't trust that woman.
No, it's Nick you can't trust. I've heard about him. He's supposed to be this bulldog reporter who will stop at nothing to get a story. Well, this time I was the story. He used me, Lucy.
You're wrong. Nick isn't like that. Alex is always interfering in that poor man's life.
Really?
Yes, she wants to break you guys up. Why do you think she's feeding you all that information about Nick wanting to date you just because of an article? She wants to ruin you guys.
I don't know, Lucy. Reporters will go to great lengths to get the story, and if that means dating the subject...
Hi, girls. Well, ready for the latest news about the male of the species? Nick and Alan Michael are both acting like they had nothing to do with anything.
Because Nick didn't have anything to do with it. It's all his mother's. Right?
No, wait, just let it go. You go out there and you make up with Alan Michael and forget about me and Nick, okay?
Well, it seems to me that things work out if you let them. I'm not one to stick my nose in where I'm not wanted, but that's the way I feel.
No, not this time.
Did somebody say anything to Susan? Is that why she's mad?
No, everybody around here loves Susan. Face it, pal, she's angry with you.
Hey, I've been a jerk on any number of occasions, okay? But never with her. So why would she be mad at me?
I don't know. I'm not the one to ask. Obviously, I don't know anything about women.
Well, you and Lucy are okay, right?
No. Lucy turned me down flat. Now I can't seem to say anything right. Even when we're going over figures, we're snapping at one another. No, I take that back. She's doing most of the snapping.
But you guys have something in the water around here?
Oh, I have no idea.
Nick, you are never gonna believe what your mother said to Susan.
What?
She said that you're only using her, and that you asked her out and pretended to like her only so you can get a good story.
Damn!
Alexandra said
strikes again, huh?
You don't believe? You ask her.
Where is she?
She's in the ladies' room. Gotta get those figures.
No, hold it. That can wait. Look, I've been trying to understand this whole thing, really trying. But the more I go over it in my head, the less that it makes sense to me.
To you.
No, I can't see why it makes sense to you.
Because you're not looking at the big picture.
The big picture is you and me, Lucy. Look, I don't know how else to make you understand this. I love you no matter what, and all I want to do is be married to you.
Poor Lucy, she seems so stressed. She and Alan Michael are fighting too, you know.
I heard.
She's being affected by it terribly. She's such a bright girl and a terrifically hard worker. But she couldn't seem to grasp my latest report at all. Perhaps it's time for the dear girl to start looking for other employment.
So you think she should leave? Quit Spaulding?
I'm only thinking of her well-being.
Of course.
How can she work with a man who continues to pressure her?
Okay, Marion. What exactly are you trying to pull between Lucy and Alan Michael?
There's something about Nola that reminds me of Mount Vesuvius. Nadine, that was a joke. She's far too tiny to be Mount Vesuvius.
It happened again, Eleni.
What?
The flash. A psychic flash.
The candlestick?
No, it was different this time. This time I saw blood on a white rose. Oh, Eleni, somebody is gonna die.
Now, Nadine, I want you to stop this. There's going to be a wedding, not a funeral, and you are scaring me.
I'm not sure I understand you, Susan. Are you saying that I don't have Lucy's best interest at heart?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that you gave her some bad advice.
How could I have done that?
Well, by spouting off about things you don't know anything about.
I only say what I truly feel.
Well, you don't know anything about living with a disease, especially this disease.
I never said I did.
So where did you get off counseling Lucy about it? You're hurting her, Marion, and I'm not going to stand by and watch you do that.
My relationship with Lucy is none of your business. If she wants my opinion, I'm going to give it to her. And you're going to stay out of it.
Susan! It's me, Nick. Look, I'm coming in, all right?
Excuse me. This is a ladies' room.
Yeah, I know that, Marion, and I'm really sorry, but can you please leave?
I have to leave?
Yes, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, thank you.
I hope you know what you're getting into, Susan. I really do.
Lucy told you.
Yeah, she did. And all I have to say about that is that my mother is a damn liar. I would never, ever use you, Susan, to get to a story. Now, Fletcher is the one that came up with the idea to continue the articles. The only reason why I agreed to do it is because you seemed to approve of it and you wanted to help me. That's it.
Well, your mother was very convincing.
Oh, believe me, that's not a big surprise to me. Okay, look, here's the deal, okay? And this is everything. The only thing that I care about right now, the only thing that matters to me is your friendship. Now, I don't want to lose that, okay? And if that means getting rid of the article, then so be it.
Is that really true?
More than you know. Come here. Come on. Man. You know, most people would opt for a romantic boat ride on the River Seine, or maybe standing atop the Empire State Building. And here we are in the Spaulding ladies' room.
It's a beautiful place, Nick. Absolutely beautiful.
Can't you just forget this marriage thing?
It's not a thing.
I've made up my mind.
Then unmake it.
You know, at this rate, you're going to ruin this entire thing.
No, if there's anybody who's ruining it, Lucy, it's not me.
I'm sorry I'm so late. Susan and I got to talking.
He doesn't understand. He just doesn't understand at all.
Lucy, I know this must be very hard for you, but you made the right decision. The only decision. I believe that so strongly. And I also know from personal experience that being right can often be a very lonely thing. It's not for the faint of heart. I admire your courage. And I want you to know that I will always be there for you. I want to be a friend you can always count on.
What do you guys think? Heirlooms, 100% silver-plated?
They're beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, I was thinking maybe they might do good over the botanical gardens.
Oh, it's a great idea. Here, why don't I take them over for you?
Oh, thanks.
Okay?
Running away again?
No, I'm not running. I'm being realistic. And I thought that if anybody would understand, it would be you.
I understand why Alan Michael asked you to marry him in the first place. He loves you, Lucy. He's considered all the possibilities, and he still wants to share his life with you.
Yeah, well, what if I am a burden to him? What if I do hurt him?
Well, you're hurting him now, don't you see that? And what I really hate is that you're making yourself a victim in the process.
I haven't even had the test yet.
That's my point. That's my point. He asked you to marry him before you had the test. He doesn't know how it's going to turn out, and what's more, he doesn't care.
Yeah, well, I care. I care about him.
Well, if you care about him, why don't you start showing it? You know, if I were Alan Michael, I'd be having some serious doubts right now.
I think he knows how I feel about him.
How's he supposed to know, Lucy? You turned him down. You slammed the door right in his face.
I'm just trying to protect him.
No, you don't get it, do you, Lucy? He does not want or need you to protect him. What's a guy got to do to make you understand that? What's it going to take for you to say yes? Guarantees? Well, guess what? There aren't any. Courage? You bet. Alan Michael obviously has plenty of it. You're the coward.
Lucy definitely loves you. Don't doubt that. Don't. Not why she turned you down.
Look, I know why she turned me down, Buzz. She thinks she's protecting me.
Well, you understand that, so be patient.
Look, Buzz, put yourself in my shoes just for a minute, okay? The woman that you love, the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with, refuses to marry you. And I mean, you've told her over and over again that it doesn't matter, okay? But she still says no. Now, how does that make you feel?
She's confused, mad, up a creek, you know?
Right, exactly.
Well,
No, okay, let's just bury this and let's work on this. It's Matt and Vanessa's day.
Hey, you know what? How you guys doing here? Huh?
we're fine. We're just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on. Good.
Everything's gonna be fine.
So take the test.
Oh,
Be okay. Think it'll be fun. What?
Stop, you were killing them?
I'll take it easy.
What? What are you talking
My hibiscus, he's a prize hibiscus, I have to tell you, please. Stop.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah,
about it.
I mean, there's no hibiscus.
I didn't touch the hibiscus.
Don't know, look, a root is a fruit. Please,
Shut up.
please, you don't understand. Never tell him, stay out of my life,
Just stay out of my personal life.
What?
Very
What are you
last
talking
time.
about?
You try to screw things up between me and Susan, and I'm here to tell you that it didn't work.
Yeah, don't worry about your flowers, and Alex. We'll
No,
I think it's very nice that you do this for me.
No right. No right at all to say what you said to Susan.
Oh, so what? What? That girl? I mean, come on, Nick, I don't even remember what I said.
Oh, that's a bunch of bull. That's a bunch of bull. You know exactly what you said to her. You told her that I was using her to get to a story and that I didn't give a damn about her.
Look, see that? You try to do something nice for somebody, and all they do
That's
is
it. You're
destroy.
coming with me.
They destroy
Come on.
things. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
No, come on.
Can't you leave it alone? I can't do it. No, Grant. I'm sure you can. We're talking about keeping my mouth shut.
Oh, you mean about Aunt Alex? Well, go ahead, let her rip. Nothing that you can be...
It's not about her, it's about you and Lucy. I mean, don't you think the timing's a little off right now, Al? Why are you putting pressure on her? You know everything that she's going through. Come on.
Yes, I do know what she's going through, Frank, and I am not pressuring her.
What, asking her to marry you is not pressuring her?
Look, Frank, I've told her all along that I was going to be there for her no matter what. I figured maybe she needed some proof. Asking her to marry me was the best way I knew how to do that.
I think she needs a little time to...
Frank, I took the cue and I backed off, all right? That doesn't mean I have to like it.
Frank.
You looking for me?
Actually, I was looking for a place to put these.
Yeah, well, we're not quite finished here yet.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's starting to shape up.
Family heirlooms.
Usually pretty good for weddings.
Yes, they are, aren't they?
Why don't I find a place for them?
Michael.
Yeah?
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Lucy, look, you don't have to explain.
No, but I want you to understand. I want to say
Lucy,
yes.
I understand perfectly. Just find a place, please. I'm sure Frank has something for me to do.
Oh, look at that. You look good. You look mighty good. So what do you think?
It looks beautiful. Looks great.
You sure do. Just remember what I said, Alan Michael. Frank.
Time's moved. Let's go. Let's go get the cleaner.
I know that, Dad. I really want to talk to him, you know?
I know.
He's such a perfectionist, this kid. Hey, you look beautiful. You look great.
Frank?
Look, I'm sorry about before. I was
No.
a jerk, you know?
No, you had every right to be mad.
I wasn't mad.
Well, then you should have been. Because I've really been a jerk, and you've been wonderful. And I'm sorry because I haven't been.
Place turned out great, huh? Beautiful, really. Built-in flowers and everything. And this is where Matt and Vanessa are going to say their vows. And it could be us. I mean, you'd make the most beautiful bride ever. You know, you'd probably be so radiant you'd outshine the sun. You know, our families would be here. But we wouldn't see anything but each other. The only sounds that we would hear would be the music in our hearts. The only words is what we say to one another. I would thank God for letting you into my life. I would say that my life is nothing without you, that I walked through fire for you, and I'd never ever leave you. And you can say what's in your heart. That could be us, Lucy. Could happen.
I am your designated usher. Will you follow me, please?
Sounds great. I'd follow you anywhere, Josh.
Talk is cheap.
Susan, let me introduce you to Josh
I'm
Lewis.
sorry.
Josh Lewis.
Hi.
Susan
Hi.
Bates.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Why don't you all have a seat right in here?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Lucy.
Hi. Hey, Michael. You know this
Still my
place.
beating heart. You look beautiful.
Why,
No one could
thank
possibly
you.
tell you've been schlepping dishes.
Well, you know, we do what we can.
Yeah, well.
Well, what about me? Come on.
Now,
What
run
about tables and chairs?
Oh,
and-
well, you look beautiful, too. You look absolutely gorgeous. Come on this way. What side would you like to be on?
Well, we try not to choose sides.
Ah, cute. Very sweet. Very funny.
Hey, Luz, hi.
Hey,
You look great.
Looks nice.
you look great. How
Hey,
you
Dave.
feeling?
Hey,
Hi,
man.
better?